So, come join us on a bit of a diving mission. Oh, bro, Kalani Going. Whangare's one of Whangare's finest. Come out for a ride. Try and get into some kingies and catch some fish. Had a few mishaps today on our mission. I lost one of our guns, almost lost a kingy from the sharks. Shot a few butterfish, pink maumau. Didn't get any snapper today. No snapper, but it's a pretty good day.
So we started the day off nice and early, left Auckland at 3 o'clock to try and shoot out to where we were going. It was forecasted to be a nice day. This was Sunday morning, so we thought we'd try and spear some fish. And had the drone up in the air trying to shoot a few shots, and I think I like the drone shots. They look pretty cool. I just still haven't figured out the technique on how to get it back yet. But we got there. Then I was trying to figure out where to put the camera as well. Have a little bit of a soft bait session before we jumped in the water, try and wait for the sun to warm us up a little bit. And Kalani was into a snap first on the Akuma rods. Pretty fun, these rods for soft baiting. Pretty cool. Just a little fella. Just beyond my reach, not beyond my sight. Hope for a generation. Then it was my turn to get into another little fish. Nice little snap on the Rapala Crush City soft baits. Neil's back, and then it was time to suit up and jump into the water. This had been the first time Kalani had jumped in the water for a long time, he said, so it was cool to have a partner to swim around with. As we were swimming over to the rock, straight away you can see fish everywhere, and there's two kingfish down there. So I take a quick dive and try and get my shaft into this, not big kingfish, but legal. I was lucky enough to stone it, but as you'll see, the shaft didn't go all the way through, and it's pretty lucky I did stone it, because if it swam it would have pulled itself out. As you can see here, I grabbed the shaft and it pulls out, and I had a decision to either grab the gun or the fish, and I grabbed the fish and it still sort of kicked a little bit, and I looked down and the gun's sinking.
Now, can you go one gun? Go one gun? Go one gun.
Kalani tries to dive down for it, but she's pretty deep in this area.
I let it go. Do you see it come out? The shaft come out.
The shaft come out?
The shaft come out, so I grabbed this. I love the music. I love the music. Music in me.
was good to get a spear into a kingfish nice and early. Takes the pressure off a little bit. I was hoping they would be around. I wasn't too sure about this area this time of year. It's not a big kingfish, but still a cool fish to shoot, especially for my abilities. It's not a bad size for me.
Well, you got there pretty early, eh? Straight away.
I was lucky I had this spear on the boat. This is a 90 roller with a reel on it also. The other one was 100. This one's a 90. So I was lucky I could jump back in, and Kalani's gun, he's got a 120.
What if I shoot one of those trevally or something, or kahawai? I'm picking one coming. So if you see a good trevally or a good kahawai to shoot, or me.
That was my plan, try and bring a kingfish in. This is how well it worked. Sometimes when you shoot some of the smaller fish, the kingies come in, so that was my plan, to try and bring a kingy in for him, but it didn't work. But these two little kingfish come in, and he done well not to shoot at them, because sometimes you see a kingfish and you just think shoot, especially one of your first times, so he done well there.
I'll shoot one of those kahawais, eh? Oh, those trevallies. See if something comes in.
And that was my plan again. And that didn't work again. Another kohiru missed. And Kalani's seen me missing all these fish, so he thought that was the thing to do, so he's gone and tried to shoot this trevally and also missed, so I'm not setting a very good example. I see a trevally nice and shallow and make a dive down on him. Finally got one. I try to keep it down here to see if any kingfish come in, but nothing comes around. Just a few little small fish, kohiru, and a few other fish.
Sweet, so we jumped in straight away, and it's a couple of kingies straight away that we were lucky enough to shoot this one, and then the rest of them were quite small, real, not too keen. I had tried to shoot some kohiru to try and get some more kingies to come up for Kalani, but I keep missing. I got a bit of footage of me missing about 4 or 5, so you'll probably see those. But we got one on the board and a little trevally under there, so we'll carry on, go get some butterfish, go shoot some butterfish, and maybe another kingfish dive a little bit later. We'll see what happens. I should have left the gills on there. There we go. Sweet.
Grabbed a little 70 spear gun out and head off and try and shoot some butterfish. This spot's got plenty of butterfish swimming around. They're pretty tasty. And still having a bit of bad luck with my shooting. Got that one. Pretty cool butterfish there. On this area anyway, it's the first spot I've shot butterfish at. I've never seen them out our ways down the west coast, but they're nice and easy to shoot in, and they taste real good, so that always helps. But this spot had a bit of current, and it was quite hard to stay in this right area, so we shot off around the corner. Some pretty good sign popping up on the sounder here. Drop the bro and see if he can pick something up out of here. Hopefully there's a kingfish around. There's heaps of bait, belly and the rest of it on the top surface here, so bro had a jam in there. It was cool on the top of the water just seeing the dolphins and birds flying everywhere. This spot has a lot of sharks, and I told Kalani that there's always sharks here, but he jumped in and he didn't have his GoPro on, but he seen a shark straight away and he wasn't too keen to swim around by himself, so he come back in, and I went around the corner a little bit and jumped in after him. And there were a few pink malmo, just not very deep. This is back on the 120 spear gun I got connected to a float this time, so I shouldn't be able to lose it. Target was pretty bang on with this gun, so I got it up and chucked it into Kalani and moved down the corner again, and it was just crazy fish life, like koeru swimming everywhere, plenty of trevally, kahawai, just everything in these schools. The viz I've had a lot better here, but it's still pretty early, and there's been quite a bit of rain around, so it was still cool. These cameras probably don't do it as good as what it looks in person, but this is still pretty cool. This big school of koeru just come through, and they were really nice, real nice sashimi, and I thought I've got to try and get one. I thought surely if I shoot into the middle of these fellas, I'll hit something, and just try and aim for is in the middle of the pack. So I dived down, not very deep, a couple of meters, and try and eye up one of these koerus. I'm just thinking shoot in the middle of this pack, and just as I'm about to shoot here, I look to the right and I see a yellow tail. Try and grunt it in, and this other one sort of comes up from a little bit deeper and get a shaft into it. Good shot that's gone all the way through. Usually with the real gun I don't let the gun go, but because this gun had a float connected to it, you shoot it and let the gun go and play it with the float line. It felt different. It was still a strong kingfish for how small it was. Then I think I seen the shark that Kalani seen chasing him around.
There's a shark on the grip.
So I gave the gun to Kalani to skull drag this kingfish up. It was a pretty good shot all the way through.
Fuck on again?
And I'll try and push the shark away. Didn't really want a free feed for the shark, and yeah, I don't know if I was strong enough to get that kingfish up on myself before this fella ate it, so lucky the boatie was on.
Oh, got another one. It was a mish. I was actually going for a koeru, and then two of them popped up and this one got in close. Didn't lose the gun this time. Kept the gun lucky for the float. Amateur, but it's pretty magical down there, bro. It's me. Go shoot some butterfish now, eh? Get away from that shark.
Yeah.
Not too sure what I was trying to do here. I was trying to keep the fish on the line and shoot this other fish, and it just made it a big mission, just big tangle up. I thought I seen on TV people keep their fish on there, but it was obviously not this way, because I spent a good side of 20 minutes trying to get this tangle out. She was a bit of a mish. turned to have a shot and he smoked it. Then he was into it after that, just pumping them one after another. I think he's sort of got the bug for it.
Let's go get a can.
You can't see it here, but I end up cutting my finger, cutting my thumb there. Probably why you wear gloves. Just another amateur move I made for the day. Then I've tried a few drops over some ledges to try and see if I could get a snapper. I see one off here in the distance, but it sort of cruises away. And I decide to head back to go and get the roller gun, as this 120 had no float connected to it. And I head back, go and get the roller gun just in case it takes me away. I dropped down on the same sort of area, but on the other side, and there was all these little fish swimming around on this point. And I sort of dropped down to it and kind of wait in there. And there's a bit of a crack, sort of gully sort of thing here that I looked down into. And me being me, my camera's facing too high again. You just see the tail of the snapper, and another snapper swims away. But I shoot it there. It was quite a good snapper. I shoot it, and I'm not too sure what happened. It sort of pulled me back down a little bit, so I had him. And as I kick back to the top, I feel it go real loose, and realised that I had lost the fish, which was a bit of a bummer. I would have made a good mixed bag into the chili bin. It's our bin. 2 kingies, a couple butterfish, trevally, party ice, another amateur move. There's a little pink mama. It's a bit of variety. Couldn't catch this, couldn't get the snapper, but not bad.
We're cruising home now. It's only 1:30. I told my missus we'll be back at 2. So that's not going to happen. It'll be more like 5, I think. But back to training tomorrow. And yeah, try and get out here our next day off.